Bang, bang, bang. Episode 8 in this motherfucker. God damn. Yeah, I was just talking about how it's starting to get cold and shit in California at night. I had to use my blanket for the first time last night. It's pretty cool, though, you know? Felt good. Felt good to bundle up and stay warm and shit, you know? Fucking, let's see. What do we got going on this week? I got a new guest on. All right, he's out of Vegas and shit. We're gonna have some of the same old guests, you know. Fucking Fat Tim's here, right? But like he said, he made a good point earlier. He was like, "You gotta have someone to make fun of, motherfucker," you know. Right. So there you go. Tim's always a willing to get
a willing goat sacrifice to the satanic altar that you call a podcast. Is that a good way to describe it?
In your Rick and Morty way, that's a good way to describe it.
I take that as a compliment, sir.
And then Mike, right? I always call him Scarface. He's got a scar on his face, and I'm an asshole. You know what I'm saying?
No, you know what, man? Life would be easier if people just said that. I know who they're talking. I know they're talking about me.
From this angle, I
people
can't
would
see
recognize me more. No, that's right. Yeah, people don't even know. Sometimes I'll walk into a room and I'll know that someone, like I've had this scar long enough that I'll realize when someone doesn't know I have it. Like you just see it. Because when people do see I have it, they'll do like double takes, man. They'll take, like people will take me in.
Yeah.
I was just talking to a buddy about this the other day. I have to work really hard not to be a fucking prick. Because when people meet me, they like take me in. They immediately start, oh, what is this person like? This is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like whatever they get is what they think about forever, man.
Tell us your full name. Introduce yourself.
Michael D'Angelo, man. I'm a Vegas comic out of Vegas. This is my first time on your podcast, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, man.
Thanks for being on, brother.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I watched you guys last week, and I was like, oh, shit, these guys are partying up here, man. So I ate the edible before I came, and I feel great, man.
Hell yeah.
Last week was a fun one.
Last week was fun.
Yeah, you guys are having a fucking great time up here.
At no one's expense. Everyone had a really good time. No one got really sad or...
No, my temper seems to keep things lively.
No, it keeps it interesting, though.
You know, fuck it, right?
You know, the one thing I could say about your temper is that it's consistent. Like things in this life fade away. You know,
Right.
you've had we all have things that we love that we don't have anymore, or all this that, the other thing. Your anger and you getting mad about something, it's as consistent as a wave crashing onto a shore.
Thank you, and I take pride in that because if you're a different person all the time, then fucking people won't trust you. You know, you can count on me to fucking only be able to take bullshit for a certain amount of time before I finally just be like, fuck that, I'm not with this stupid shit you're talking right now. You're fucking wrong. Let me tell you why. And then I say it in my way, which is loud and abrasive, but it's usually the truth. You're right. It's most of the time a good point.
It's like
I don't know how to really bring my points across with big words and shit. But for the most part, people get what the fuck I'm saying.
It's like a 20-minute process where you're talking to someone, and then someone will try like like last night when they were talking about the self-driving cars. You stayed quiet for about 20 minutes, but then you came out of the gate and you were just
with a great point though, right?
And everyone
Dude tried to tell us. Dude was trying to tell us that there's no way people will ever accept self-driving cars and subways and shit like that. There's just no way it'll ever happen. Humans will not trust that. And I was like, yeah, eventually they will. Motherfuckers have to go to work. They have to live life. Like I told them, if a group of people go down to the subway and see another group of motherfuckers get on a driverless subway and make it safely enough times, and they keep seeing subways pull up and people getting off and they're not injured, they're going to say, fuck it, bro. I got to get to work, you know, or let's go. We bought tickets to wherever we're going. They're going to get on. Like I told him last night, what made me finally snap, I was like, you think motherfuckers just got on the first airplane all fucking happy and willing, you know? Yeah, there was one group of people that did that, and then there was a whole nation of motherfuckers watching to see if they made it home safely. Yeah. And as soon as they landed, motherfuckers were buying airplane tickets. All right? Just like that subway, just like a driverless car. So fuck off, you know? It's evolution. People are going to do what the fuck people are going to do, no matter what.
People will go to Mars.
People will go to Mars. People are already buying tickets.
Bro,
imaginary tickets.
Yeah.
Because they ain't even got that shit really made yet. They barely can make it to the moon 9 out of 10 times. Yeah. Much less to Mars, you stupid motherfuckers.
Yeah, they keep saying whoever's going to Mars ain't coming back. So that's wherever you go. Right? If you go, man, you're there. You're Mars now. Sorry.
God damn. They need to take a whole I wish all the social justice warriors would go to fucking Mars. You could tweet from there all you want, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that stuff's scary, man. That social justice warrior shit.
It's
that shit makes life real uncomfortable.
Like I said last night, I would trust a driverless subway way more than I would trust a driverless car. You know, cars. I mean, there's so many. There's going to still be people out there driving their cars. You know. And a machine, a robot ain't got human instincts. Like out here, when you're coming down one of these little side streets and you have to take a left onto Melrose or Santa Monica, you have to go through them 2 lanes. Like, them cars ain't got the instinct to be like, all right, well, they're going to have to hit their brakes. You'd probably, in a driverless car, you would sit there for probably 3 fucking hours waiting to take left before that thing's sensors tells it that it's safe to turn left. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the type of shit they're going to have problems with.
Their hope is that they have enough cars on the road that their cars can communicate with each other.
They'll stop with each other. Yeah.
Dude,
and
that
make
would be
everybody
wild.
late for everything.
It'd be efficient and smooth.
Yeah, traffic would never stop is what would happen, bro. That would be fucking crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be like in India. You see that clip of India, that big intersection with no red lights?
Yeah.
People and cows and trailers and trucks and skateboards all go through that shit.
Life finds a way, bro.
Yeah,
that shit's weird.
Yeah. I wrote a joke last year, actually, for fucking Uberless drivers. I heard it. I go home for Christmas every year, and I was riding with my mom listening to the radio. And they were like, in San Francisco, they were testing out the driverless cars, and one hit a bicycle. So I was like, oh. So I wrote a joke immediately. I was like, I was just in a driverless Uber. He hit a bicyclist. Definitely giving this ride 5 stars. Bang, bang.
As long as I've known you, you've been against people with bicycles.
Just getting in the way. I grew up on bikes. I love bikes. But if you're out in the middle of the fucking road and you know I'm behind you, and you're on a bike, bikes can easily get out of the way. That's what pisses me off so bad about them. It's like, don't be a dick just because you know you can. You know?
It's the pretentious nature of the biker. Like sometimes, like whenever I'm on a bike and I'm like riding down the street, I'll make room for the cars. Even when I'm on foot, I'll be like, no, you go ahead. It's not passenger. Just like go ahead, and then like here, I'll make room for you. These guys are just like it's like a passive aggressive thing. Where they're like, okay, I'm in your way, but
they only do it because they know they technically have the right.
They do.
And if they didn't technically have the right, we could clip them.
Yes,
just a little.
Easter's introducing some legislation to make it legal to start hitting people on bicycles.
Right.
Depending on how pretentious their outfit is.
Just put a hand right out there off on your rearview mirror and just smack them in their fucking ass. Get out of the way, bitch.
Turn that fucking phone off, dumbass.
Yeah.
Marty's.
Oh, where the fuck is
Marty's phone.
It's actually mine. I'm gonna turn it off. I thought I put it on.
All right, go. Yeah, do that.
Oh, it's not the house phone?
No. Whose house phone rings like that? You say some of the dumbest shit sometimes, Jim. God damn.
No, man, I hear you saying like one of those the new Best Buy ones.
Right, I don't know what fucking Marty has.
People walking down the aisle at Best Buy, you're like, who the fuck?
I don't know what kind of cordless phone he has.
Every phone still rings the same.
My shit doesn't even. My phone hasn't rang in a while. If it does, it's accidental. Usually, it's on vibrate all the time.
Do you want to know what the text was about?
On silence.
Do you want to know what the text was about?
No, no one gives a fuck.
Well, I mean, you know, it came up.
How long you been doing comedy, Mike?
4 years, man.
4 years. Where'd you start?
Vegas.
Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Take 2 hits off
What
that.
was the,
thing. You don't gotta hit. Take
I gotta
one
work
hit.
in a couple hours.
What was the first mic you did out there?
Meatheads off Decatur, Charleston.
Oh, so you started, because you started before me, yeah. So you started at Angie Crumb's.
Yeah, she popped my cherry, bro. Yeah, I have that video too, and it's so bad to watch.
That's a disgusting image.
It's so bad to watch.
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, my first mic out there was Hard Hat Lounge.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It was awesome.
I love Hard Hat, bro.
Me too, man. I still got a spot for that place, man. It's cool, and I like the fact that little Victor runs it now. You know, Victor started late. You know, Victor started after me and shit, and kind of looked up to me a little bit when he first started. You know,
Fuck yeah.
He already had heard Joey mention me and stuff. You know,
dude, I fucking love Vic, man. I wish he would come out here more often. I can't. I'm trying to talk all these guys.
Every time he comes out here, he don't even come by Marty's.
Really?
Yeah.
That little
so he
fuck.
ain't a real comic.
I saw him. I saw him last time he came by the Improv. I was at work, and they all wanted to kick it. I was like, come back like at 2-3 a.m., man. That's when my day starts.
It's funny. They're out there in Vegas, so they'll get that little open mic spot at the Improv and come all the way out here from Vegas to L.A. to do that spot like it's a big deal. And it's like, we get that spot it's just an in-town open mic.
That's how I started coming out. I was coming out trying to get any open mics I could, and I started to like learn what was really going on here, man. And it's interesting. Even now, I've only been here for 3 months, like actually here, and now I'm like, fuck, man. There's so much going on here, and there's so many different things to understand, and like there's so many people packed into such a tight area, bro.
And it's still, and even to me, like, because I grew up in New York.
Oh, fuck, yeah, that's even crazier.
I grew up in Long Island, and then I broke my teeth in the city. But, like, even, it doesn't feel as populated as, like, even, like, sections of Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan. Like, I tell this to people sometimes at parties. I'm like, I could put my arms out and spin around and not hit anybody.
Oh, yeah, and you definitely can't do that in New York.
You can't, like,
at certain
if
times
you're going to a house party or, like, an apartment party, you're
Yeah.
shoulder to shoulder with people.
Yeah.
If you're on the street, there's constant buzzery. Like, you could stand in the corner of Sunset and Martel for 40 minutes, maybe 6 people walk by.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, you're
so,
right.
like, even if there's, like, all these fucking people, like, it still doesn't feel that way. It's like, it's more spread out. It's like a flat.
And of those 6 people that walk by, 4 of them are going to be twerked out, twicking fucking crackheads or transsexuals that have 5 o'clock shadows.
I knew transsexuals is coming right after Meth Head.
Bro, I was surprised by how many like transsexuals and homosexuals are out here. I was surprised. I was like, oh shit, I heard, but I didn't know there was this many.
It's horrible.
Yeah, there's a lot, bro.
And I do want to put this in perspective because we do talk about this sometimes. But there is like a huge encampment across the street from where we record this.
Yeah, that's why we always bring it up, people. We have to see it every day.
They're literally, it's prostitution and meth sales.
There's
all night.
Definitely 6 tents over there in a row. They have tarps tied to the fucking fence. They're taking up most of the sidewalk. People don't even feel comfortable walking by it. The cops do nothing. So, I mean, fuck it, Like I said, they stopped out there the other night and told me to stand against the wall. All right? Told me I fit the description.
We should tell that.
But not the fucking trannies across the street in a fucking tent.
Tell that story.
Fucking Kyle is at the liquor store. He comes out. He sees some dude in an argument with his woman. Dude hits the bitch a couple times. So Kyle and some other guy chased the dude off into the darkness. You know what I'm saying? He was like, the guy got away. So
they ran across the street to the urban route. I saw Kyle running back.
Yeah, so they run the guy away. Fucking the other guy calls the cops. Okay. They tell him that it was a buff dude in a red shirt and blue jeans.
Your exact description. You were wearing a red tank top.
But I was wearing a red tank top, not a red T-shirt. Anyway, I can see. I know the cops were only doing their job, but it's just the irony of it. They drove past 6 tranny tents to stop in front of a group of normal people, a group of comics in front of a comedy club, and single me out and say, "Stand over there. Get against the wall, sir. Get against the wall." Luckily, Kyle was there, and he was like, excuse me, I'm the one that talked to y'all. That's not the guy. That's my best friend. He was inside the whole time, And they were like, you sure? He was like, I'm definitely sure. He's not the guy. The guy was Russian. He had black hair, And it's like.
Comics look sketchy, man. If I was a cop, I'd stop you motherfuckers, too, though.
Yep. Fucking, these police, man, I don't know. In a way, they're too laid back out here.
I don't like calling them trannies only because, like,
they're not even putting in the effort.
No. Yeah, well, exactly.
They're
so,
just
like, if you have a
with
choice where you're
lipstick.
like, I want a new dress or I want to look pretty versus, you know what, I need more meth. If meth is the choice, then they're methies.
All they are is they're meth heads who put on lipstick and suck dick to get more meth.
Yeah, but I've seen straight people do that too. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Like the meth heads do anything, bro. Meth heads are like fucking. They're like crackheads. They're like heroin people. They're fucking.
Here's the thing.
You find that thing that's your addiction. You know what I'm addicted to, man? I'm addicted to comedy. I would suck some dick for some comedy, dude.
I would suck comedy's dick.
Oh, well, then you're gonna make it in Hollywood.
I'm already sucking comedy's dick, bro. I mean, in a way, I mean, some people would look at me. And you too. Think about it. Think about how much people would say, like, oh, man, you're out in L.A., you're living in your car, bro. What the fuck? What are you doing dope out there? If someone found out you were living in your car doing dope, you're like, yeah, man, shit got bad for him. If you find out you're living in your car doing comedy, they could say the same thing, bro. Like, I'm addicted to this game, dude. I fucking love it.
Yeah, but Issa's a nice fan. That has, like, hardwood tiles.
Hardwood floors.
I know, but it's all wood paneled.
Yeah.
It's a nice. You could have a business meeting in that thing.
Well,
yeah, I bought a
because out of it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't buy just a plain Jane work van. A lot of people will do that, and what you do is you try to get like an econo line, like the most luxurious one,
something you can stand up in.
They already have all that wood grain and like felt ceiling in it and all that shit that like that one had an old TV. So what they did, they took that old TV out and just put a microwave in there because that shitty old TV wasn't shit anymore. Yeah. And so now there's a microwave, and then I got a flat screen that I just set up on my window ledge, and I plug into my generator with a little antenna, and then I watch Sunday football.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
So, hey, what's up with generators and solar panels? You ever thought about getting a solar panel?
I want solar panels back.
How does that work? You got to get a battery system, right?
There's a cheap one on Amazon.
You just got to get somebody who knows how to install it. That's the main thing. Like, you can buy them everywhere. It's just hard to install. Like, you got to get a nerd that can install them.
I feel like if I was going to upgrade, man, I would definitely get a solar panel.
It's pretty easy.
For something.
I called a place one time, and they said they don't do them on vans. They only do them on campers and shit like that.
That's the installation.
But see, but Pam has these metal brackets. I've seen them installed on people's shit where you can see they like custom did it. And I know what you do. You just buy them flat square metal brackets that have 4 drilled holes in them.
Yeah, if you can mount a fucking
it into the solar panel, and then you drill it into the top of your van.
Yeah, it's like a ski rack or some shit.
Yeah, like a ski rack. You
for a fucking solar panel.
A fucking ski rack.
Yeah,
exactly.
Dude. Yeah, that'd be fucking. What I want to do is I keep thinking now, like I love. And granted, man, I've only been out here 3 months, but I fucking love living in my car, bro. I love it. It's the weirdest thing to say, but
I did too at first. It's starting to get old to me, man. Just certain shit.
I start thinking now, like if I do start.
Have you ever lived out of your car before?
I've been homeless and I've lived in a car as a kid.
I remember there was I was homeless for a bit, and then there was this time when I first came to LA again, where I didn't really have like a place to stay. I was gonna make it work, but I thought I've done it before, I could do it again.
Right.
And it was so much easier to get up out of that situation out here versus New York because it's like you can't freeze to death out here. I think someone said something like that. But you're really
the weather is prime in California.
Yeah.
That's why there's so much homeless.
Yeah.
That's why there's
beautiful out here.
Skid Row, because you can't freeze to death out here and shit.
I had a great job down there. There was a little place down there I was working. I was doing 40-hour weeks, getting good pay. I just couldn't handle walking through that. Like, I would get visibly depressed, and I would think about it all day.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't like to see that.
Insane.
I'll give you some
I've
advice,
been to
Mike.
Oh, sorry.
This is just my opinion. One of the reasons I always think about the solar panel and daydream about it, but then I quickly remember, nope, don't get that shit because I just fucked up the whole blunt with a sound effect.
Well, I'd call it a roach.
Yeah, fucking. The reason I don't do it, Mike, is because I have a PlayStation 4 also. And I don't want to just be in my van all day fucking playing PlayStation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And watching Netflix. I mean, because fucking A. The only thing that gets me up and gets me the fuck out of there mainly is boredom and the sun. In the summer, in the summer it's 7:30 in the morning, son. You right the fuck up.
Time to start the day.
You got to get the fuck up out of there by 9 o'clock because it gets super hot after 9 o'clock. But, right now, today, I slept until 1:30 today, bro.
I slept great last night.
Kind of I'd wake up, take a piss.
It's been great.
Yeah, it was chill. And then I'm under a shade tree.
So when the sun comes up,
I'm under a shade tree, so I still got that coolness left in my van. So it was all day, bro. I would wake up, I'd drink some water, and then I was trying to watch this nature thing on Netflix. I watched some shit, and then I fell asleep. I woke back up. I was like, oh, it's 1 o'clock. I better get the fuck to the gym and get ready so I can get here. It was great.
That's comfort to me as an adult. When you have that option where you're like, I woke up, I've gotten a good sleep, but you know what? I work hard.
I have been going hard all week.
I'm gonna take a little nap.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, fuck it.
More nap,
I've been going hard all week. Monday, I had the league game. Stayed up late Thursday and Friday night fucking around. I was at Zizou's both nights, and that Friday, that Friday night show that Zizou has is very fun.
Last night was a lot of fun.
It is very fun, and you should definitely go check it out as a comic if you're in town. I mean, he has $1 barbecue and $2 beers and shit like that, man. It
was a good time.
It's really fun, man. If he could get more people to start showing up. I mean, that one kid brought 15 people.
The week before last one, I saw some pictures from last night, and it looked about half as populated as the week before, but I mean, it's still great.
That's because all his friends were standing back. There was like 15 people not in that
photo.
like
in
last
the darkness
night was
behind
apparently
the columns.
Behind
I was wondering if those columns were gonna stay.
Well, last night was like
and I was like, is he gonna keep those? Wooden
because he put metal in them and then Doug put them down in.
Oh, really? They're posted.
He's a real Mexican. He knows what he's saying. Jose Avizu.
Any Field of Dreams effort. Anyone's like, you know what? I got the space.
Well, that's what I said.
They were filming too, so they had to set it up in a way for like production.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine
this. So we get there last night.
Yeah.
And he gets on stage and tells everybody, all right, man, y'all were supposed to get 7-minute sets, but we're going to knock it down to 4, and then you can do like a 2-minute rock star set that we're going to film with the fog machine.
Oh, man.
So I told him, I said, dude, I don't want to do that again. Just let me do my whole 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hello? And I got up there and rocked the house.
And this is just a message to Zissou. Who's definitely going to listen to this? Just follow your passion, you know. Just follow your
no, he's doing awesome. A good thing, and like I was telling somebody last night, whether he'll ever admit it or not, all that shit was my idea because he had the idea of doing that garage mic only. He made that little wall and shit. And while we were in the garage, I kept walking out the garage into his backyard and looking at this big stage he has out there.
The big one.
Yeah, and there's like lights and trees behind it, and I'm like, I keep yelling. I'm like, yo, why ain't we doing comedy out here, motherfucker? And he's like, oh, well, I just ain't got it set up. I'm like, dude. And he's like, you really think? Like, he was asking me, like, you really think people? I was like, dude, this could be a fucking badass stage.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
you could put a music artist out there, too, and make a cool show, man.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this would be the shit. And fucking, like I was telling people last night, I was like, hey, man, I threw the idea out there, and he ran with it. He's a real Mexican. Hello. That's what you got. You got to love Mexicans. You throw out the instructions, and the motherfuckers got done. Hello.
That was the test show for Zissou's, right? Wasn't that like the first one?
Remember, and I banged his stage. I banged a big hole in his stage.
You banged a hole in the stage.
Oh, shit.
And I remember we were, there was like at least 17 or 15 comics there. But the only non-comic audience was his aunt and that guy, and her, like his, I think it was like her boyfriend or his stepdad. I don't know.
Sitting right there in the front of them couches.
Sitting
on that couch.
Right there. I think I remember like a crowd work thing I did. I was like, "You're like a Mexican Mike Pence." He had the white hair.
Yeah. See, even that night, he had us all shoved in the garage, and that stage was behind us in the darkness. And even that night, I was like, "Dude, we should definitely be on that stage."
And even then, I was like, you still put a lot of work into this small stage. There's the mini raise. There was like the mini raise.
Like I said,
there was the 2 faux walls. There was the faux brick behind it. I'm like, this isn't like I know people that know how to do things, and this is how those people would have done it.
Hey, he does.
Dude, it's always awesome to see people put shit together when it starts.
DIY, baby.
Bro, have you seen Rec Room yet?
Do it yourself.
Holy shit! It's a fucking show in Long Beach. It's brand new. This guy started it from the ground up. I don't know if he bought the space or leased it, but he put together a fucking comedy club, bro. When you see like the pictures I've seen of it, the video I've seen online, it looks it's beautiful, bro.
Rock on, Rec Room, you bad motherfuckers. Yeah. Bang, bang, bang. Me and Jim Beam. How about this?
What?
Me and fucking the producer of the year.
Wearing the greatest shirt I've ever seen.
Jim Beam, who has a shirt on right now that says "I hate meth"
in giant white letters on a black shirt.
I need that shirt for Perismoke.
You should.
Motherfuckers accuse me of smoking crack and meth on my show.
Yeah.
You do have meth face though.
I gotta say this: shouts out to them dudes from Boston last night. Y'all made me feel like a fucking rock star.
You just gotta show everybody your teeth in the beginning.
That was the coolest thing in the world, man. At a Zissou's show last night, these dudes come up out of nowhere and they're like, "Tommy Easter, bang, bang, bang."
Watch that Periscope.
Yeah, and I was like, "What?" And they were like, "We watch you on Periscope, bro." It was fucking. They were there with some other Boston comic who opens for Paul Verzi and shit. And they were telling me they watched my show.
Hell
he
yeah.
was telling me when I got off stage, he was like, "Hey man, you're fucking funny. You're on your way, kid." And it was like it meant a lot coming from a Boston comic. And I told him that. I said, "Hey man, that means a lot coming from a Boston comic." Because you hear Rogan and Burr and them boys talk about how good them Boston comics are, you know, like they tell it like there's a Burr, a Rogan, all them guys in Boston right now that we don't know about because they just love Boston. They don't leave it. You know, the comedy scene's so fun up there. You know, like they're like, oh, there was a me way before me and shit. You know, like
that makes a lot of sense.
And you know, there was a Burr way before Burr. You know, out there, we'll never know him because he stayed in Boston. You know. So, That was cool, man. It gave me another little comedy jolt. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you need them little pushes, you know, fucking going back to the van every night, you know, because after all that, I still went and slept in my van last night. Hello? But fuck it. You know, that shit, even I woke up this morning, like, thinking about them dudes, you know? So that was real cool, man. I wish I could remember their name. Shouts out to you guys.
What a nice moment for you.
It was, fucko. Bitch dick. That's a word I invented last night, like a doctor.
Are you saying you invented the phrase bitch dick?
I'm pretty sure I did.
I feel like I've heard that before.
Hyphenated bitch dick.
But I fucking love that. That it's
right?
beautiful. It's
that's
beautiful,
thing,
bro.
It just goes so well, right?
Bitch dick. I will help you fucking. I'll start quoting you.
I thought I came up with the
dick.
word redonkulous in high school. Because I never heard anyone say it before. I'm like, oh, obviously, since I said it, I'm the first person to say redonkulous.
You rarely hear bitch dick.
Listen, there's going to be a bunch of bitch dick research.
I dropped it
I'm
last
going
night.
to go heavy into that goddamn
research.
deep web.
That's
Tim,
fucking
quit your
Last
bitch
night,
dicking over
Mitch
there.
Phillips was fucking saying something. He said
Beam's
something.
first sentence of the show. Cool your bitch dick already. He was waiting. He's like, I'm going to wait 40 minutes to say something, and it's going to be taking you down a peg. Much appreciated there, Jimbo.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
I
man.
bet it's only been 18 to 20 minutes.
Boop.
30?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Well, hey. Hello.
Hello. If it's a Price is Right situation, you would have still won because you undershot it versus I overshot.
Oh, this is what I was going to say before the Boston thing.
Go ahead.
Me and Jim Beam are about to start a mic,
Oh,
Oh, shit, yeah.
and it's going to be karaoke. Shut the fuck up.
All right.
It's going to be karaoke comedy, right? Comics get one song and then a 3-minute set. Bang, bang, bang. That shit's going to be fun as fuck.
Do you get to know what song you get
Yeah,
before
yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
booked?
Of course.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like
I'm trying
We're going to try and make it where you can pick it. You know what I didn't think of last night while we were like searching for karaoke machines with all these fucking songs in them? Fucking you can just go on YouTube and type in with lyrics songs and put with lyrics, and a lot of them songs have the lyrics.
True.
Karaoke
I can't
style.
keep hitting this. I got to go to work
But,
in a couple hours.
So,
Where do you work?
I work at the Hollywood Improv.
Oh.
bang, bang, bang.
It's fucking 3 months out of here. This guy's got a job.
Bro, you want to hear some crazy shit,
I
man?
wish you'd have been there when I was.
You got improv gossip?
What happened?
No, I'm just talking about getting that fucking job, dude. I got lucky, dude. Just talking about right time, right place. I moved out here 4 days later. I got hired there. What the fuck, dude?
Well, is it like the Comedy Store where they make you like audition for a job and all that?
The Improv is a much. The Improv is much. I don't know what the Comedy Store's like. I don't work there, but just being you walk around that motherfucker enough, you start to understand a lot of what you can from that angle, and it's a whole world in there, bro. It's a fucking fraternity in that place.
Oh, I know.
I interned for UCB back in the day. I know what you mean by that. You just see the machinations.
Yeah, it's a cult, bro. As is everything,
comedy
but it's intense, dude. It's really intense being there. Everybody knows that. I'm preaching to the choir, but being at the Improv is a little bit different. Being at the Improv is it's the Improv. So the Improv's not the Improv, man. The Improv got sold. It's Levity Live that owns the Improv now. Now the Hollywood Improv.
I heard something like that.
So the Hollywood Improv, the Hollywood Improv is the Hollywood Improv. They're bad they're big swinging dicks at the party, right?
Right.
But because Levity is now the Levity's corporate, so without the management that's there right now, that place will sink. Everybody that's there right now needs to stay. If they start bringing in new corporate people and shit and slowly start replacing people as they go, the Improv's going to disappear in a way. You know what I mean?
But there's a lot of them.
There are, but Levity. So they're no
So
more.
what, are they going to try to change the name?
Well, here's no.
Listen.
So here's the crazy thing: the Improv can't be open anymore. There's no more. There will never be another Improv. The ones that are here now, and that's it. Levity Live owns that name, and the Improv are not. They don't. I think they do. I don't remember the wording on it, but they made it to where no more Improvs will ever be opened again in their fucking whatever contract they sign when it.
But what I'm saying is, as long as they don't change the name from Improv,
right,
it's not going to matter.
So you can't open up.
From an audience standpoint,
view,
absolutely, I agree.
It's still the Improv that they're going to.
But in that way that they're corporate, and the way that Levity Live has their business model set up, the Comedy Store will always kick the Improv's ass. Because the Comedy Store is private, bro. It's the Wild West. For a comedy,
it used to be.
No, it still is, bro. They're privately. I'm sure it used to be way wild, but it's still wild now. It's just so normal to us because we're submerged in it. Yeah, I'm
You're talking corporate shit. As far as like comedy goes.
Oh, as comedy goes, yeah, for sure.
The Wild West.
But I mean, anymore. I'm talking about as that.
It's the same exact lineups almost week in and week out.
Me and Jim had a lovely night there.
Rarely
on Thursday.
Any diversity. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same. It's the same at all these clubs.
Dude, I got to go to work
around town.
They've always been pretty good.
Actually, I heard the Laugh Factory is changing up their system, which is good. This is good news for all comics. I don't know the exact thing, so don't let me. Don't look it up. All right, I'm very Bert Kreischer on relaying information where I'll like throw in my own shit, but I'm pretty sure this is what dude said. All right, no longer is it sign up on a Tuesday for the next Tuesday. So now you get up there, and the first 10 people to sign up get a guaranteed spots, and then after that, I can't remember what he said, and then
vulgarity,
and then it's no longer a 3-minute clean set. You get to do 2 minutes of what the fuck ever, and then the best set gets to come back for a 4-minute set in front of fucking supposedly Jamie or whoever books the place. Like guaranteed, they're going to be there.
Wait. So when is this show?
Every Tuesday now.
No
That's
way.
How their open mic system's working now. Yeah, because
where?
They said at the Laugh Factory. They said that they need.
Don't you have to do clean though? They want you to do clean first.
They took the 3-minute.
Weren't you listening?
I'm sorry.
Literally.
I told you I shouldn't have hit that shit.
What were you off in fucking Mars having?
No, but I got you.
Transsexual sex on
Mars.
I'm tracking now.
You up there tweeting about the fucking Improv? No, fucking They took the 3-minute clean and give you 2 minutes of whatever.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and then you get to come back for the best set of the night gets the 4-minute spot in front of dude, which keeps going up the ladder.
So how are the signups for that? The same way that they were for the one you could only do like once?
Listening at fucking
man.
nothing.
Sorry.
I can answer that question.
You guys answer that question. I told you
because I was listening.
I told you. Remember, I was like, "No, I'm good." And you were like, "No, hit it again, man." Remember, you're like, "Hit it again," and then I hit that shit again, and now I'm fucking.
You're going to, you're.
I told you I ate an edible, man.
Fact, when you're at the Improv, you're not going to be as high as Nas Janis.
Dude, Nas is fucking.
That kid is on lean.
I love Nas.
Bro,
Nas is the killer, man.
Bro, Nas is the wild card, bro.
He gets underrated there, bro.
You know what? That guy's one of the most talented, charismatic.
Jesus Christ, bro! If I was a comic and one of the comics, he'd be my fucking opener right now.
He gets underrated.
I don't know. He's not getting the opportunities he should, bro. That's
what I said.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said he is.
No, they're underrating Nas at the Improv. Because, he ain't in their little fucking clique. You know what I'm saying? I want to name a person there who's a fucking virus to y'all's club. She ain't a fucking comic. She's only
already
there.
knocked down the list by calling her
only
a woman.
There because of fucking, some fucking old man who's on a respirator. Right. And I'm telling you, she's nothing. She's a nothing person who, if she don't like you, she'll be in that page bitch's ear, and you'll never get a chance. Why you think I'm never there? I can't. I did a weekend with Joey fucking Diaz in there on y'all's main stage. People loved me. All the workers there. Naz was like, dude, everybody loved you, bro. You killed it, Easter. But I can't get a spot there because that one fucking cunt. I'm telling you. And I've heard that from a lot of people in town. And she's a psychopath bitch.
The views of Thomas Easter do not necessarily reflect that of Tim Mcgorry.
Who is she?
Still bookable.
I'm not going to say her name.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think there's a lot of people there that are I don't know, man. I feel like the Improv could be so much more, bro. It really could, man.
Be a lot better.
I know the guy who used to run it in the 90s. Shout out to John Rizza. Great guy. Solid dude. Born in fucking Sicily. Came over. And he ran the fucking club for years.
I think all these clubs
telling me these fucking
should have a night.
But I hate secondhand stories.
My bad. I did. I just talked over you.
I did it too.
Stop fucking talking over people, Easter, you stupid fuck.
That was the supreme moment of humility. I've never actually seen that from you. I think I'm having a heart attack.
All right,
please,
check this
can
out.
You call a doctor?
I think all 3 major clubs, I think Laugh Factory's took a big step in that direction, should have a night where they dedicate an open, or like not even an open mic, just a mic where the comedians they know are in town every fucking night. They know us. They know the group of us who live out here and stay out here and do all these open mics. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There should be a mic night for us to get our way in that goddamn club. You shouldn't have to go to the fucking Comedy Store and suck dick until you get an opportunity to fucking apply to be a doorman, to audition, to suck more dick to get $15 an hour. To finally get passed and get $15 a set. That's bullshit. You shouldn't have to go through all that shit.
To a career.
What the fuck are we doing then? We're not working on open mics every night to eventually become a fucking doorman somewhere. You know what I'm saying? There should be a spot in this fucking profession that's professional. And our profession is to be funny. You know, I tell all these little dorky comics all the time. They try to be all smart, all this smart shit. I tell them all the time, this is how I shut them down. Yeah, you're smart, buddy. I'm not out here to be the smartest comic. I'm out here to be the funniest. And that's why I get booked and you don't, bitch. You know? So try to be less smart and be more funny, motherfucker. All right? And there should be a spot in this profession where talent gets to show itself. No matter if you like us or not. Not everybody's fucking likable. We're in this game because we shouldn't have to fucking please a room full of people in the office, all right? I'm a goddamn comic. If you don't like me, that's cool. But if I'm funny as a motherfucker, I should be booked. You only have to put up with me for what? 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or an hour if I'm the headliner. And then I'm out of your fucking life.
Right.
Fuck off. But do you want a good show? If you know I'm a good comic and I put on a good show, then you should just shut the fuck up and book me whether you like me or not.
You know what
I'm saying? It should be about professionalism in some way. If you have a show, you should want to have a good show whether you like the people or not.
But here's the thing, you know what it is?
I'm just saying really quick, Hitler didn't have an ounce of this guy's charisma. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think if you and Hitler got together though, bro, Marty's could be something great.
If Easter and Hitler did a side project,
I just want
No, you know what it is, bro? There's a lot of comics. There are so many comedians right here condensed in this area, bro. And it makes this place weird, dude. We're like caught in this parallel universe that nobody gets to see. Nobody sees what we see, and it sounds like nothing because we're so submerged in it.
Yeah, but if they took a night and did like 10 to 15 of us every time, right? And you like keep a score system, then eventually, and then when motherfuckers show up, and if he ain't scored good, you can be like, nah, you can't. Sorry, you're not in this. You can't do it. You can't do this night anymore, motherfucker.
Right.
You suck. You know,
Sort of
like
system.
we need a check yourself system, basically.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
System,
like, and then like you know what I'm saying. These people right here are always funny. They keep. Come back. We want to see more. We want to see what you got. Type
this
shit.
screening system is fucked.
Here's something that because I was doing how long have you been in stand up? 3 years?
3 years.
So at your point when I was in stand up, I was doing stand up in the city for about 3 years. After I did it for like 6 months, stopped for a year, and then I went back and I did it really hard for 3 years. There was this thing where I would talk about this all the time, and I came to this realization that you can, but to petition someone for change is so rhetorical. It's meant to produce an effect that hopefully does the better. You have to be the decider here. So you have to find a way to you know how people do this shit? But you know how people do monthly shows, people do this? Mm-hmm. You could even with all you do, you could do like 25% more on top of the thing you're doing and actually enact a better change. And not lay it at the door of people that have like bothered you, because I know you're a short-tempered guy, but in the long run you usually always have perspective about something.
Yeah,
you think about it and you're like, actually, you know, when you're wrong, you're like, that was wrong. I went off. I was kind of in the moment, and I was like, okay, I'm like, that's humility. That's knowing that you're wrong about something. That's empathy. So when it comes to all these other people, you know, if there's one thing that like, and I never give advice. You know me. I'm in no position to give advice to anyone. But you can do this thing where you make fuck you, where you can do this thing where you actually try to do something good and make some shit better.
Yeah.
Because there's no shortage of comedians. There's no shortage of people that want stage time. There is a small fucking amount, and I know you know a bunch of them, that are like the most talented, entertaining people I've ever seen. We brought up Naz. We wouldn't have brought up Naz Janis if he wasn't one of the fucking most hilarious,
motherfuckers.
one of the funniest people I've ever met. And I'm fucking 31 years old. I've met a lot of fucking assholes.
Yeah.
You know, like so I'm just saying, like, be the agent of change.
Finn.
Don't be like Finn and be like, oh, they should do it. Fuck it, whatever.
I know Finn has a shitty attitude. I was going to bring that up. Finn has a very shitty attitude about a lot of things, but he works hard on his set, and in front of a crowd, Finn can do very well. Finn's problem is if he messes up on one word,
self-hate.
He'll destroy
his own fucking brain.
He'll tank his whole set after that. Like he'll be up there, like everything's real rhythmed with Finn. Even the
cadences are down.
The cadences and everything. He practices that shit, right? Like he has this one part of us where he says something and he'll go, and then he goes.
Gotta
right
see
into
them titties though.
Yeah, and then like, dude, if he says one thing wrong, he'll be on stage. He'll go from like perfect stance, holding the mic,
He'll like
you'll see his shoulders just go. Ugh.
His soul will punch his own heart.
He'll just like he'll go through his jokes like he's just flinging them out of his pockets. You know what I'm saying? Just, fuck. Here's another joke. Fucking have that one. Here's a fucking another joke. Fuck this set.
Eminem rapper.
Am I done? Fucking, I'm done. You know, like he gets so angry at himself, and I'm like, dude,
dope.
I slip on words all the time. I just go right past it. Fuck it. They'll laugh at it sometimes. You know, like.
And that's the balance. That's the one thing I always liked about improv. It was like, I'm like, you mean I don't have to prepare anything? Like, I could just show up and we could have a scene and we could, do this on the fly with a bunch of, yeah. Like, that's great. And I always had more fun doing an improv show than most times I've ever done stand-up, but at the same time.
I've never done improv.
I want to take you, I want to shoot it. If we're going to do it, I want to shoot it on low-key. But I want to take you to like an improv jam and just fucking put you in a scene with someone, and you just because you could be, how that shit goes.
That shit sucks.
I
went to one.
I would pay good money to see it. I would probably pay you at least $30 for you to do it. I'm not kidding about.
People
that.
want me to do
you gotta make
so
your own
many
entertainment.
sketches and shit, man. I just I don't know.
You go take like a class, like a drop in.
No,
one night.
Him?
No, like a drop, like one of those. All of those have like 3-hour classes. You don't have
Dude,
to
listen. The other night at Zizou's, he has these 3 boards on his stage that he placed horribly, so you can't walk from behind them, in between them or nothing. So he made us. We had to act like we had to be like standing like this, and then he would be like scene, and we had to fucking turn around and act like we were coming out from behind them boards. See why Tim's laughing? Because he could see how much disgust and hate I had.
Well,
in my
I was
face.
there on Wednesday.
I fucking hate pretending.
Do you remember the beats?
We're fucking grown men. Why are we pretending like we're coming from out of the goddamn? Oh, I just came from behind this board. No, the fuck I didn't. Everybody's gonna know I didn't. Let's just shoot a scene where we walk up to the mic and grab it. Then it was like, oh, I got to do 3 takes so I can bring out your name and all this dumb shit. We had to walk up to the mic and not say anything. Couldn't touch the mic. Just had to do little poses and weird shit. Dude, I was like, this isn't comedy.
So,
this is fucking.
Do you remember on Wednesday when they were getting like the coverage of all those shots and they were like, all right, it's like 3 beats.
3 beats. Yeah, I need 3 beats.
3 beats. You go, you stretch, you do something.
So I can bring out your name.
And then we did ours. I tried to climb a tree to piss him off, and I did piss him off, and that fucker worked like a charm. And then the guy that came up after me, do you remember how I kept yelling at him? I was like, say things.
Oh, yeah, this idiot.
You couldn't say things.
I'm wanting just everybody to do everything in first take so we can get the fuck out of there. And this idiot is sitting there yelling at this dude, say something, say it. So dude's like, yeah, woo, I'm the man. And we're like, no.
Cecil in the back, gotta take it from the top. Take it from the first of the 3 beats.
Yeah, take it. Let's do it again. You said something. You're not supposed to say something. I'm looking at Tim like, don't fucking say a word next time.
And I just like shrug and I'm like, well, I got it though.
Well, I tried to like ask Mike questions and shit, but we got derailed, didn't we?
So, how'd you get the scar?
There we go.
Oh,
yeah, right. Fucking right.
Yeah.
Right to the
Chip Beam flesh journalist.
I've been sitting to the left.
Right.
I've been curious.
Just looking at
Jim
the
Beam,
thing.
he cut right to it. Ying, ying, ying.
No, honestly, I did a podcast last week with a buddy of mine, and they asked me that, and he was like, "Oh man, sorry, should I ask you that?" I was like, honestly, I'd rather do it over a podcast so more people know, so people can stop fucking. Tired of people asking me.
Snitch or is it veteran?
No, it could be snitch. It's not veteran. No,
that's
what I thought when it first happened. I was like, man, I look like I could be a fucking snitch, bro. Like that's what this
is
to me. That's what exactly.
Like
that's exactly what I thought. Anytime I
I'm
would
from
meet
New York.
somebody,
That's what I think when I saw that. I'm like, I'm not trying to call this guy a snitch. But I'm like,
No.
I'm going to ask him about the snitch scar. Like
I fuck with people. Sometimes sometimes I'll tell people I was part of the Swedish mafia and I got caught snitching. Like, yeah, people are like, what, man? There's a Swedish mafia.
All Swedish.
I know, bro. I was
probably all blonde.
Yeah,
that's the one thing.
I was in deep, bro.
Did you ever watch
I was in way deep.
I think you underestimate people's dumbness. I would have believed it.
Yeah, man. Hey, you sell that shit,
give
bro. You
humanity too much credit.
You gotta sell shit. You gotta sell it hard.
So how?
No, man, I was being fucking stupid. I got what I deserved. A buddy of mine started a fight. He started getting jumped. I went to go help him, and I got my face cut.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Was this recent?
No, it was 10 years ago.
How many stitches?
Was it like
32.
a high school buddy? Was it someone that you
a guy that I grew up with.
Guy got into a tussle with someone else? And was it your boy or the other guy who accidentally cut you?
No, it wasn't an accident.
Purposefully?
No, my boy was the one that started the fight, and then someone started to jump in and whoop on my buddy, and I went to go help him. And what's funny is I ended up with the guy that my buddy started with, and he didn't get cut.
Now, can I ask you a question? Have you ever thought about shaving from that point?
Yeah, I don't trim my beard up because it makes me look like a douchebag.
So you won't even have a scar.
But now, if it's
I don't
shaven,
trim my beard because
is
it makes me look
visible?
like a fucking douche.
But
When
is
this
it
shit's all
visible?
lined up, it looks weird, bro. I don't like it. What are you saying? Sorry.
Is it visible?
I'm from Long
if you're
Island. You got to have a
clean
straight
shaven?
cut.
What's
Is
that?
it still as visible if you're clean shaven?
Oh yeah, if I'm clean shaven, it like gleams in the
Oh,
fucking
really?
light. Yeah, the skin is shiny on it. I guess.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Scar skin.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So he had 32 stitches, just as many as his teeth.
I didn't even feel the cut, man. That razor was so sharp, bro. I didn't even know he cut me till the fight was over. I had no idea my face was wide open.
Damn.
No idea. It was the 32.
You look like one of them motherfuckers from Blade 3. You was like,
Yeah, bro. It didn't go all the way through. But
Blade 3.
I had like a membrane.
Right?
I had one like membrane of skin to where like you could, if they would like they touch it with their finger, they could like push their finger through the fucking. Oh. Yeah, it was crazy, bro.
You look like Two-Face when it was opened.
Yeah,
like the
was
new
like-
one, like you could see your teeth and shit.
Right here was the deepest point, right on the fucking.
Damn, yeah, I can see it. Yeah, by, at
The
lip.
new one from
There's more meat
2012.
right there.
Yeah, it got that shit fucking sucked, bro. The 32 stitches, I felt every one of those. That shit
Yeah,
fucking
I
hurt
bet.
like a motherfucker.
That's crazy. Oh shit.
Oh, here, there's one of the homeless guys from across the street has walked on the stage.
One of the transgenders from across the
Whoa!
street. I don't know if we're allowed.
Homophobic
I thought we were allowed to
alarm.
say that. Okay, I didn't call them trannies.
Actually, Kyle has better hair than all of them.
All right, I'm not even touching that one.
There's some fucking wild shit going on out there, man.
Kyle
Dude.
just got right off the block from selling tours today. How'd it go?
Made a killing. Australia doesn't have any more money. I took all of it.
I heard, and I'm not trying to put you on blast, but I saw Kyle. Was that yesterday? Mm-hmm. So I bumped into Kyle yesterday, making my rounds, as it were, in the neighborhood. And Kyle said, you showed up to work for about 15 minutes, and then he made a sale, and you got pissed and left.
No, he didn't get mad at me, but he was upset that
At the idea of the sale. I didn't believe him because I don't believe anything.
He wants to
Kyle
make
said.
money. That's why we're out
But
there.
I wanted to get your side of it.
No, it just felt like a day that people were going up to the booth more than me and Marty.
Twice,
you know?
I think it was twice in a row. They walked right
Is there
past
a
Easter
guy
and went straight
named
to me.
Marty that you also work with?
Yeah.
How
And he's
many
an old
Martys
guy.
are in your life?
And he's an old guy, and he's like half blind and half deaf and shit.
That's almost like an art house movie.
He's
It's
like a colonel or something. that
yeah,
wants
but he's
to
cool.
work-
He's got like this little fucking Guatemalan fucking wife and shit who follows him around and shit. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It's called Easter and the 8 Martys, and each of the Martys do a different thing for
But
you.
no, yeah, like Kyle said, like 2 different groups walked right past me up to the booth, and then Marty was like, he probably had like 1 sale that day, and he's usually really good. He usually fucks me up. Him and Johnny, and I'm the weakest salesman, but I do make my money, but it felt like a day where they wasn't fucking with me at all. So I was just like, fuck it. I didn't even want to be there anyway, really, That's,
You already have to. You're in the sun. The good thing about the job is there's lots of women that walk by. We're right next to LA Fitness and Runyon Canyon.
Yeah.
But other than that, if you're not making money, no amount of titties is going to make you stay there.
Opportunities for eye fucking.
because all it is
Not
is
enough
all it is
to
is
keep me in
nose all
this
day, just
position.
nose and cold shoulders all day. You don't want it'll put you in a bad mood. I had my Parasmoke that day. I didn't want to be in a dickhead mood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, and that's easy one time he sneezed and I didn't say bless you. Never heard about it. The end of that. Jesus fucking
no,
Christ.
you know what's weird is people randomly tell me bless you when I sneeze. Like they hardly ever do. I've
They just
noticed
want to
that
get on
my
your
whole
good
life.
side.
They hardly ever say bless you.
I brought up something real deep. He's like,
Let's get to the core of this whole bless you affair. Now,
how does it feel?
I'm owed some blessings, is what I'm saying.
when they say bless you, are they removing the sin of your former decisions? Do you go into the future a newly rejuvenated
If we were in the
man?
future, I would definitely
Good Lord.
be helping Cypher Koufax solve the case of Space Jason.
Okay, here's what I want to do real quick, and just allow me like at least 30 seconds to do this. I'm gonna give you like a situation that Cypher Koufax is in.
Here we go.
And I just it's good for audio. I just want to hear how Cypher Koufax would handle that. All right.
All right.
Exterior space market. Cypher Koufax is walking along a bazaar, much like those places from the Disney Aladdin movie where a bunch of people are selling things on the street.
Yeah.
He's looking for space batteries. He walks up. He walks up to a guy, and he's got a blue head, and he's fat, and he's very large, and he's got space batteries all over them.
30 seconds is up.
Welcome, my friend.
I am here to purchase some space batteries.
Well, that's absolutely fine. We have an absolute sale on space batteries today. 6 for $8 and 20 for $40.
How much for Triple Z?
You know as well as I do that Triple Z's are the most outlaw batteries this side of the Empire's reach.
I don't deal with rules, you blue fat fuck. I deal with results.
Whoa.
I need the Triple Z so I can get back on my mission to find Space Jason.
I respect your reliance against disdain towards the fat and also the generally unaware.
This has nothing to do with your weight. It has everything to do with you making me wait. Give me the Triple Z's. I'm going to blast your fat ass head off of your shoulders.
There's no reason for that.
I'm on a mission and I can't be halted.
Triple Z's batteries. No reason to alarm the market's guards.
Thank you. Here's your money, fat man.
Oh, well, I wasn't... usually when...
No, because see, Cypher Kovacs is actually
he
a
broke
government...
character first.
Cypher Kovacs is actually a government official, so he's going to pay for the batteries.
Yeah.
But he will blow your fucking head off for making them fucking wait.
Dude, is this...
I just like the idea of the market guy being surprised.
Are you guys filming a porn?
Usually people who point a gun at you, they're like, give me this. And they're like, okay, here's this. And they're like, okay, here's the money. Like, no one does that. That's why you have the gun.
He's a government official. He still has to pay.
I understand.
I'm
that
pretty
way
sure...
the fat man
That's why there's no resentment.
That way the fat man, he won't turn him in. He'll be like,
he
was...
What's up?
He robbed me, but he also paid me
He
for
made
my
me
wares.
squirt green fluid, but
have no
he paid
idea.
me for the Triple Z's.
Do you know?
Dude,
So
you guys-
listen,
you guys have
he
been-
doesn't know. He doesn't know what we're
hold on.
talking about.
You've been
So
talking. Nobody knows. Okay, none of the listeners know either.
There's, for
they
people
do.
that follow the Easter canon, they do know about Cypher
You just
Kovacs.
went off on a whole tangent. Okay,
A lovely tangent.
This is like Dungeons and Dragons.
You know what?
In real life here.
I thought you guys were talking
what this
about
is
filming
a
a porn.
perfect example of Kyle only bringing his point of view to something. He has
Criticizing
no fucking idea that
and
we
taking
do
a
talk
defensive
about.
position.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
That we do talk about Cypher
See?
Kovacs, and we have talked about it and explained it on earlier episodes, so people will exactly know what the fuck
As a
we're talking
reminder,
about.
this was
Only
a-
y'all
I just-
don't, and
I
that's
just-
not
this
a
is a
bad
spec
thing.
script.
You're just a guest,
it
you
was
know?
just funny. We were both looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on?
So Cypher Kovacs is...
Oh, well, maybe my brain-dead fucking producer who just sits over there in La La Land don't remember when we brought it up.
Good. Remind
But
a new listener. Say this is the first listener.
took it up.
Someone's listening to this for the first time. They don't know what Cypher Kovacs is. The second we mention it, they want to know
Completely
about
tuned
it.
out.
He's a space bounty hunter.
He's a space bounty hunter I created on a mountain with Tim. Tim came up with his partner, Blunt Luster. Thereafter, Space Jason, because he needs to be stopped from killing people. He killed fucking Cypher's partner,
It's the sequel to Space Jason, where they find...
Jason X.
I call it Space Jason. That's...
So this is just shit you made up.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's called Fun, Kyle.
was-
You should try it.
Yeah, when
No,
you're on a mountain
we
trimming.
were just looking at each other like, what in the entire...
Fuck
Like,
is
no,
going on,
Mr.
man?"
MacGyver, I need space batteries.
Space batteries.
You cannot tell me.
Space batteries.
I like your weight. I don't like the weight.
I can't believe I fucking pulled that off. I really thought I wasn't going to be able to make that work. I came up with like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can do that.
That was pretty good. Yeah, we have.
glad we did it.
We had pigskin football last week. That was pretty cool.
I beat you in
You guys
fantasy
play football
last
with
week.
other kinds.
Oh yeah,
pigskin
Tim did
versus
beat me in
soccer.
fantasy football
That's
last
because
week.
your team didn't do anything.
Yeah, Seattle fucking
like
I
two
had
or three of your guys
listen,
had zero.
people. I rolled the dice on Ed Lacy, and he's still eating barbecue somehow. He's getting it flown in. He's getting it flown in from Alabama. Fucking bench that fat bastard, okay? And then Jimmy Graham. Goose egg. I had 2 goose eggs. My defense, Houston, they were still underwater because the motherfuckers got me negative points. So I don't know what the fuck is up with
Lord.
JJ Watt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Nah,
step
prayers
it
to
up,
Houston.
Houston.
Prayers to Houston. I love y'all.
Jesus.
But your defense fucking let me down last week, and I was so pissed off. I thought they were going to come out fired up for the city. Big win. Get your fucking hopes and dreams back up out of the water. But they didn't do a goddamn thing. Negative. They went fucking negative. And I lost to Tim.
Can I ask a question? Because I'm really confused about this, and I haven't Googled it. But so Ezekiel Elliott had that 6-game suspension, right? And then they
It's
let.
gone.
Why? How is it gone?
I don't know.
Appeals. They went to court.
You shouldn't give
They
a
went
fuck.
to court.
You have him
Because
on
I
your
saw
team.
him projected. I'm like, I thought he wasn't playing. They said
And-
like he's gonna play this game, but not the next games. You know?
And by the way, everybody, y'all heard me last week tell Tim don't be stupid. Play Zeke. He's playing. He didn't play him. He still won, but he could have had more.
By 2 points. He had like 2 more points than the other guy.
Oh, really? Oh, that ain't bad. All right, but you should play him this week, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's on.
He's
up.
That which I'm excited about because I got Dak.
Because I saw his projected
If Zeke's
numbers.
in, Dak's good. If Dak's good, Zeke's good. It's all good. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know who any
bang,
of those
bang.
fucking guys are.
You don't keep up with football either.
No,
huh?
I don't.
Look at y'all two.
You keep
Y'all
up
two
with
over
boxing?
there.
There's going to be a big fight tonight.
Who's
Triple
fighting?
G.
Triple G versus Canelo.
Oh shit! I know that those two names are big, but I don't watch boxing either.
It's like the biggest fight in years.
Listen. The way I was telling them last night is their skill sets they don't really have a skill set that's so much further than the other and all the skill sets. You know what I'm talking about? They either one's here and one's here, or one's here and one's here. It pretty much evens out. So they both got a puncher's chance, man. It's going to be a great fight.
What time is that fight?
It's probably right now.
Yeah,
We're
it's
probably
going
missing
on.
it.
I forgot to bring my laptop like a dumbass.
Fucking idiot. God damn it, dude. You know, this is why we can't have nice things.
You know what? Fuck you people.
You know what I thought? Because I thought about.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here.
I was like, I was like, should I grab my laptop? Fuck college football. I don't really fuck with college football. I forgot about the fight.
That was a good. Yeah.
I don't think about sexy college girls.
Like it's legitimately it has the potential to. I mean, obviously the Mayweather fight and McGregor was candy. This is like an actual home cooked meal for a fight. This is what you, if you're a fighting fan, this is what you look for.
Yeah, at one time I was, man. At one time I wouldn't have missed this fight for nothing. But comedy, like he said, man, comedy's the new my new bitch in my life. Like
it really has.
I've put away everything. I don't fucking last NBA season didn't watch anything. The last game I watched was Kobe's last game.
Right.
And I do keep up with my football and shit. It's just hard to watch the NBA because it comes on in the middle of the week. And I don't like to just have my generator blasting off on a Wednesday night. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have to wake up the next day for work and shit.
Once we get those fucking solar panels
No,
in
bro,
there,
you don't even – if you have a generator, bro, you don't even need a solar panel. Just get a battery pack system and a fucking inverter, and you can just charge that shit during the day and store a battery. Because that's what I want to do. I just want a solar panel to do it. If I got to do it with a generator – do it, but then you get a battery pack. If you have like a nice van, you're like talking about the big one, just run like a false floor, a false wall full of batteries.
Dude, I got a Honda generator, so it's very quiet. Like
those are fucking.
They barely can hear. I think it's just in my head more. Like because
that's the weirdest thing.
What I figured out this Sunday was I turned on my fan that's in there, and when the fan's on, I couldn't even hear the generator in my van sitting beside it. So I know them people up in their house and their condos can't hear that shit with their TVs and their kids.
They don't care.
And all that shit. Yeah.
Do you remember the other night? I don't think it was him, but Marty came up to you with a dude and he was like, Easter, this is so and so. He just moved to LA. He's doing comedy. He was asking for the go-to guy about living in your van.
Oh yeah, that was last night, wasn't it?
Was that last night? Yeah.
I think
it was like 2 nights ago.
Two nights ago.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
I didn't. I was surprised when you said that. I was like,
yeah.
Oh. Was it? Oh, my alcohol. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
But
I was just telling him about how to park.
You hit it to the knowledge.
Yeah, I was telling him, how to read the parking signs and fucking, make sure you're gone, for the street sweeper shit. You won't get tickets.
That's a huge.
You gamed me up when I first came out.
So many people want to know how to live in vans. This episode title should be called Van Advice.
When I first came out, you gamed me up. Once I came to Marty's, I started hanging out a little bit, and I was like, "Yo, man, you're out here in your van." You're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Bro, what if you were gonna give me some tips? Give me." And you told me the same shit. You're like, "Oh, this, and that. Watch out for streets. You fucking parking." He's like, you were like, "That's the only thing you really need to worry about."
Yeah.
That's it. Nobody really bothers you.
Now you got a job at the Improv.
Bro.
And then you got a gym membership too?
Yeah, 24-hour fitness.
There you go.
Clean.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it. Yeah.
I showered before I came over here. I wanted to smell nice for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I do, man. LA Fitness, 24-hour. I started at Planet Fitness. They're cocksuckers. Yeah. I boycott that whole industry. Them people, the owner of that place, he let some prick who owned the lot that their Planet Fitness was on, this dude didn't want my van parked there. Didn't want it parked there. So I at one point was parking across the street in a neighborhood and walking across. This motherfucker couldn't get over it so bad that he went inside and complained to the little manager. Then the manager was like, dude, he's not even parking in the parking lot anymore. And so he goes, I don't care. He comes through here, blah, blah. Like, he was flipping out on my van so hard. He called their corporate office, and they suspended my membership.
Whoa.
One of my favorite stories that you've just come up to me and told me is when you were living down the street from the elementary school, not doing anything shady. You were just fucking like crashing there. And then those cops came up to you, and those cops said to you, they're like, "Hey, yeah, you're living in a white van down the street from an elementary school." And I believe you said what you told me. You said to the cops, like, "Oh, is that still a thing? Is that a thing where like
I mean,
still putting kids in vans?"
Yeah, I'm like, is that still like y'all still believe shit like that? Like, I'm pretty sure child fuckers have graduated from vans to Priuses. They're quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, I have a Prius. Yeah, no, I have a Prius. No,
That's
I know.
Horrific,
I see a lot of pedophiles out there. I go to Prius meetups.
What I did say was like, because it was him and a partner, right? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm just, hey, I'm a comic, man. I live in here, bro. I said, I don't even really live in here. I said, I sleep in here. I said, right now I'm drinking coffee. When I get done with that, I'm going to the gym, And I said, ain't y'all supposed to be out there harassing black people? And both of their eyes went, right? And I was like, I'm a comic.
I'm just joking, man. Dude, I have to do that with cops sometimes. We're like, yo, man, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
I do remember you saying
I'm fucking
that.
totally sorry.
His partner just did an about face and went straight over to Pam, because Pam, another comic, was parked right behind my van at the time in his truck. And he went up to him, hey, buddy, you parked here? And the other dude was like, still kind of frozen. I was like, dude, I'm a comic. I'm just fucking with you. And he was like, oh, man, that was pretty funny. That was wow. Yeah. L.A. cops, dude, they're way too laid back.
And then Easter goes, the cop goes, hey, I'm going to need you to move. And Easter was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was like, is that all? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, no problem, man. I'll move. And he goes, thank you. I was like, okay, you're welcome. Fuck, bro. Like, I can't.
Yeah, they're tiptoeing for sure, dude. Everybody tiptoes now.
Yeah,
it's a scary world.
And what's funny was like, I used to make fun of that elementary school because on their gym auditorium it says Michael Jackson Auditorium.
Oh,
so you're literally down the street from Michael Jackson. Jeez. And it's not like I got a tattoo of the guy, but imagine, like, you're right down the street from Michael Jackson Auditorium
in a big white van.
It's like the dumbest. I just imagine like
intense,
the dumbest cop in the world. That's just like, where's the place to look for pedophiles? They're looking for extreme irony. Near the Michael Jackson one.
I can see that shit on the news. You're not gonna believe this at 8:00. Found a fucking pedophile.
Maybe he'll be in a big white van that says pedovan.
Michael Jackson strikes again, but this time from beyond the grave. More at 11.
All right, more at 11. Well, we got to wrap this bitch up. Time flies when you're having fun, they say. Hello?
Bang, bang, bang.
That was fun.
Bang, bang, bang.
That was a good.
Yeah, I think we had a blast today. I hope y'all enjoy this episode.
You guys do this every
Saturday, bro.
Dude.
Yeah.
Anybody can come?
Tell the fans where they can find you. All your social media bullshit.
Facebook, man. My last name's D'Angelo. It's D''Angelo. Or you just use at Cheshire Comic on Instagram, man. Yeah, I got what do I got coming up? I'm gonna be at UCLA doing for the atheists are doing a big fucking thing up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing 10 minutes up there. It's gonna be great, I guess. It'll be fucking
cool.
fun. The dude that's running is a good dude, so I'm gonna go up. I'll be there October 11th at UCLA. Other than that, man, yeah, I'm going to be back, dude. I want to come back. I'm really high right now. It's my first time. I don't know if you guys were going to all right, get down and fucking, we're going to spank you. You guys, this is,
yes,
and Andy also,
a frat.
I was waiting for that. I was like, oh, shit.
Andy also works at the Hollywood Improv. If you're ever in town and you're a comic, and you go by and tell him, hey, I heard you on the Cloudy and Rowdy, cocksucker.
And remember to tip.
Timbo, y'all know Timbo. Y'all know Kyle.
At Tim the OK. Is that my handle?
Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted.
Tim and Kyle. Lord.
It's at I Got Kyle. Pretty simple. I got a show this fucking Wednesday at the Pikey on fucking Sunset.
Bang, bang, bang.
They're going to be destroying the
crowd.
It starts at 9 o'clock.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Yeah.
Did 10 minutes. Did
damn.
10 minutes of drop and set it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh,
Star-Lord himself.
Oh, Guardian Galaxy himself, huh?
Old Andy.
At Jeremy Bean. Hit us up at cloudyandrowdy@gmail.com, guys.
Yeah, keep it coming, man.
Love
Shouts
it.
out to BC Fleazy for the artwork. All my fucking family. Ookie Spooky Token Lair, J Rama from another mama. Fucking Hey, Shelly Berkowitz, Eric Portwood, and your lovely wife, Sonia. Summer. Onion Ring Man.
Big Thumb Terry.
Mystical Pistol, 13 Golden Gloves.
Lil Shane.
Bobert, Texas. T-Dog, Texas. I hope you're safe out there. Florida Brett. All my Florida people. My boy Ian Townsend down there in Florida, man. I ain't hollered at you in a while. You was out there in Tampa. Hope your four-wheel drive shop is made it. You know what I'm saying? Super Swampers. Y'all got enough tires to swamp through the water.
And that band, Florida Georgia Line, too, man. They seem like they're right in the action.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. So, and shouts out to them Vegas comics, man. Y'all settle the fuck down and stop getting at each other and be a family. You know, I talk good about y'all guys out here. I don't need all that fucking bickering on Facebook. And, yeah, as always, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, we para-banging in the van of life. I love y'all bad motherfuckers. Thanks for blazing in.
Bang, bang, bang.